farmers, it's Thursday the 25th of July and we're back with some mods. So first up is garden decoration. This is by Namog Mod, 16.07 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them in a construction menu and under decorations and others. So there we are. So we'll go back to the first one because these are all right actually. They're only going to cost you 70 each. So we've got some flower beds to start off with. So you've got that flower bed there. We then got flower bed number 2, flower bed number 3. We then got a round flower bed, another round flower bed. We've also got, well, it's called a flower bed, but I'd say it's like a little tree, little bush sort of thing. Flower bed number 7, which is actually another tree. Another round flower bed. Wheelbarrow full of flowers, if you want. Why not? We then got flower bed number 10, which is actually quite a funky tree. I quite like that. And then the last one is number 11 there. Now, obviously, these are just for decoration. So if you want to brighten up your farm, these look all right. I mean, those trees, they look ace. Right, next up is Little Farm Shop. This is by Dominic Witzel, 8.15 megabyte on the download. And to be fair, I thought something like this was seen on the preview clips from FS25 at FarmCon. But all right, fair enough. Now, it's not going to be this building itself. You can turn any building into a production chain, stroke farm shop. Yeah, that sort of thing. So we'll open up this door like that, and behind door number 1 is going to be your farm shop there. So in a construction menu and under productions and sell points, even though they work like a production chain, I quite like it. This is ace. £2 to place down, and obviously you are going to need to turn off or turn on free mode, free place down, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to be able to sell various things. Now you have got a little sign at the front there like that. So construction menu and under buildings and tools, so we got these two that you can place out the front, you know, just to give a little bit of a, this is what's behind the doors. So you got the Hofladen and then the farm shop. So one in German, one in English. Now I'm assuming that's German. All right, fair enough, we'll carry on. So obviously you come in here, you put your stuff in the loading area, and then you got your production chain menu just there. Now it's empty at the minute because on this one we haven't got any stuff in. Fair enough. So you load your stuff in and stuff appears there like we've got over here. So in here we've got butter, we've got some strawberries, some lettuce, some honey and some tomatoes. So once you have placed the stuff in, what you do need to do is turn it on. Now it's not going to cost you in any cycles per month or anything like that, but it will slowly sell your stuff off rather than just giving you the money all at once. So at the minute we're selling butter off, it'll give you some cash as it goes through the hour, and then away you go. I like that little farm shop. I mean, obviously I'll put it in this building. You could put it in any building that you like. Oh, that's all right, that is. Right, next up is Manure Heat with Roof. This is by Jamo, 4.88 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along to find it. There it is, 25 grand to place down. It's going to hold 4 million litres of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. Obviously, it's going to spawn in there. Once you've got it close enough to either a cow pen or barn or pig pen or whatever you're going to be using, cows or pigs, obviously place this one within the vicinity and the manure is going to spawn inside. Obviously, you've got your taking out point just there if you don't fancy shoveling it out. That's a big building. There's going to be a lot of stuff in there, I must admit. But all right, fair enough. And next up is the Rudolph Horman Silo. This is by Missy B, 16.95 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and silos, as you can well imagine. So there it is, 80 grand to place down. Obviously, it's going to be somewhere for you to store your stuff. So down here, first off, is going to be your loading in point. You then got your taking out point just there as well. All right, fair enough. You've got taking out point. Can we open these doors? Got some buttons. Oh, there you are. Go to the button. So that's going to be a taking out point for your loose stuff. So if you used to put like grains down, something like that, you know, root crops, whatever. Then you got this bit, which is going to be your bale and pallet storage areas. So that's all right. Obviously, chuck them in there. Take them out of there. I mean, we've got nothing in there right now. So obviously, it's empty. No problem there. I mean, these doors open, but obviously you've got this boarding there. You don't want your stuff falling out. As soon as you open the door, all your grain rolls out here, you've got a bit of a problem. So fair enough. Fair enough indeed. I mean, they do all open. No problem. So we come to this one. Oh, That doesn't open from the outside. And we've got light switch. Outside lights, they're nice and bright. So we'll come over here, open up that door. In we go. Little bit of an office on the go. Got a microwave there. Make yourself a bit of a sandwich. Bit of a microwave burger. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. So in here is going to be an actual loading in point for your silos. Obviously your taking out point is outside for your loose stuff. Your loading in point's just here. And obviously to get in, we come to the button. Got to open it from the inside. Oh, fair enough indeed. And we've got little ladders so we can go up here. Yeah, a little bit of a hay storage area. Well, to be fair, if you've got the pallet and bale storage down that end, you're not really going to use this for a hay loft, though, are you? But you could if you wanted to. Oh, I like that. That's a nice building. Right, next up is Field Barn. This is by F.A. Ersin Rayner. 11.76 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll along to find it. There it is, 15 grand to place down in. It says it holds 54 pieces. All right, let's go have a look then. So come up to the door. Open up that door like that. Ah, little side door. I like the little side doors when they open like that. What about opening the big door? Come down this side. Oh, have you got to go inside? All right, so we'll open up that one. So we'll go through the little door. Then we open up the big door. Ah, there you are. There you are, jobs are good. And to go through the little door, open up the big door, no problem. So you've got your loading in point just there. Your taking out point just there. Obviously, it's empty because I've got nothing in. Then you've got this little bit of a storage area over here as well. Got a light switch just there. That's a nice building. I like the inside. All the beamwork. That looks ace. Right, next up is Wood Shelter Pack. This is by Caster DS Agri Service. 24.26 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll back along to find it. So there you are. So it starts off at 10 grand. And obviously we've got the smaller one. And as we go up in size, obviously the price gets a little bit more. So 12.5 grand for that one. We then got 15.5 for that one. 20,800 for that one. 15 grand for that one. 13.5. We then got 21. Then come across to this one, which is 19.5. We then got 30, and then the last one on the end, which is also 30 as well. Now, obviously, some have got canopies, some are just straight open. You go for whichever one you want. Obviously, you got your concrete bit at the bottom, and then your wooded bit at the top. So you need anywhere to store some stuff. Yeah, take your pick, because there's just like a whole pack full of stuff for you. So if that pack wasn't enough for you and you didn't really fancy the wooden look, what about the metal version? So this is Metal Shelter Pack, again by Caster DS Agri Service, 23.52 megabyte on the download, and in a construction menu and under buildings and sheds. It's the same thing, but obviously we got the metal version rather than wood. So 10 grand, 12.5 grand, 15, you get the idea. Obviously the more expensive they are, the bigger they are. Some have got canopies, some haven't. And obviously we've got these big ones over here. But to be fair, I'm not sure which one I like more actually, because obviously the metal does have more of a robust look to it. But then wood's got a little bit of texture, you know, more nature. You know, we can put concrete down and metal down wherever you like, but you know, sometimes you just concrete over in everything. It's not really a good thing, but either way, you pick a shed. Right, next up is Open Shed Pack. This is by F.A. Ersin Rayner. 5.03 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these, to be fair, this first one's ace, in the construction menu and under animals and cows, as you could well imagine. So first up, we have got, which one did I go for? Is it this one? There you are. So we've got that one. 40 grand to place down. 30 cows going to go in there. We then got this one, which is going to be 30 cows, 115 grand to place down. We then got this one, because I didn't place them down in the correct order, which is going to be 30 cows, 85 grand. And then on the end, we've got this one here, which is going to hold 57 cows, cow shed big, and it's got a monthly payout, because obviously it's got these solar panels on the roof. Now, these are not for milk. We'll put it that way. I was thinking, going through here, that little trigger in there, that can't be the milk trigger. That's just really random. But when you actually go into the animal pen, they don't produce milk. These are beef cows. Yeah, you're raising them for the old burger, the old steak. Oh, no problem. I like this one. I mean, it's got these little igloos on the end. That's ace. Animal dialogue box just there. Obviously, that trigger in there is going to be for your manure. So you obviously clean them out. food and straw go into here. And down here is something ace. You see these railings like that, yeah? So you come up to it like that. And we've got an option there. We've got turn the lights on. No problem. And just back a little bit up. Show buckets. Oh, that taste. Putting some feed in the buckets for the cows. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. So we'll come on to the next one. Same sort of thing. They're all going to be for beef cows. So your food goes into there. You've got your animal dialogue box just there. And again, you have got your manure taken out point just there for you. Next to that one, we've got the third one. Animal dialogue box just there. Food in there. And then you got your manure taken out there. I mean, to be fair, for that one, you're really going to have to open a few gates to get to that point. But, all right, into the old immersiveness of it all. Over here, you've got your animal dialogue box just there, so we can open up that door. Obviously, you put your cows in. Being said, it's not giving me the trigger for the animal dialogue box. Have you got a... Oh, you got to open the gate. It's just inside the door. Right, got you. Got you, no problem. So I'm going to open up this door. There we are, nice little roller shutter door. Inside there, it's going to be a loading in point for your food and your straw. And then where's your manure heap on this one? Look over here. Turn shed lights on. No, we want to open the door. Can we not open the door from the inside? Oh, oh, there you are. Put the sides down. Close the windbreak. I mean, yeah, it can get a little bit whiffy in here, mind you. That being said, does that mean we can't open the door from the inside? That means I'm stuck. But I like that. I mean, open up there. Can we go through once it's open? Or is there collision on it? Come on, lower down. Let's have a little... Oh, can we get through? Is there enough room? Come on, they got... No, there's collision. You can't get through. Oh, that's a shame. I thought that'd be ace once it's open, but no. Just lets a bit of air through. Alright, so we'll come around here. So then down this side then should be your manure taken out point and your slurry on this one. Aye, you can open the door from the outside there. It's strange why you can't open it from the inside. That being said, this one got a milk tank on it. So if you want your milk out of this pack, you are going to have to go for this one. I thought there's all beef cows, but that being said, that curtain, oh, I like that. That's ace. Right, next up is Open Shed Pack. This is by F.A. Ersin Rayner. 5.03 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in two different places. So first up is going to be in a construction menu and under animals and cows. So scroll along, there you are, 55 grand. It's going to hold 15 cows. We then need to go up into buildings and sheds. So scroll along to find this one. They are 25 grand to place that one down. And obviously, you got a little shed for your cows. And a little bit of shed for storing a bit of feed, to be fair. So you've got your animal dialogue box, so 15 goes in. Now this is going to be another beef. Yeah, we've got a beef cow barn. Food goes in there, and obviously your manure comes out of there. And then over here, it doesn't say that this is a manure heap, mind you. Being said, right, let's go find that shed. There's no capacity in the shop menu. It does look like a manure heap there, though. But all right, it's a little storage area. Yeah, get a few cows on the go, why not? The next up is Grain Silo Horsch Pack. This is by TLS Modding and Eddie Muir. 42.75 megabyte on the download. You're going to find both of these in a construction menu and under buildings and silos. So there you are. We've got two versions. Both is going to hold 2.4 million litre capacity. That's all right. So we've got a 55 grand version, and we've then got a... Well, they've called it a sanitised version for 65 grand. The difference between the two, that's an older looking building. This is a newer one. They're both the same, other than that. Alright, fair enough. I mean, you come to that one, you've got a little side door. Obviously, then you've got your drive-through option on the go. We've got a light switch in the corner. We'll turn the lights on and off. We'll come out of that one. We'll open up this door. And behind there is going to be your taking out point of your silo. Then behind this door, like that, there you are. You've got your loading in point. And then down this end, you've got another storage area. So we'll open up that door like that. Plenty of space on the go. And we've got the side door as well. And the drive-through options. Oh, fair enough. That's a decent building, that is. And obviously, this is going to be the same sort of thing. Just older. Well, yeah, we'll go with that. Maybe a little bit more dirty, that sort of thing. I think that's where they're going with the old sanitised look. But to be fair, you know, you've got the whole dirty streak down the bottom. I like them. Very nice. So next up is Car Pots. This is by F.A. Erskine Rayner. 5.96 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them in the construction menu and under animals and cows, as you can well imagine. Obviously, where else car fat's going to be. So we've got two versions. The first one is going to be for 5 cows. That's going to cost you £2.5 grand. And then the second one is going to be for 7 cows. That's going to cost you £4 grand. And obviously, the whole premise behind these is you put your calves in there, you let them grow a little bit, keep them out of the way of the bigger cows in the big shed, and they're sort of a little bit more safer for them. So you put your food in, you put your water in, the animal dialogue box is just there. Obviously the same on both of them. Obviously water and food, animal dialogue box. Now, I don't understand why they've come out for console. I'm going to say that because it says on the website, from an optimal gaming experience, it is recommended to use the igloos in conjunction with a TerraLife Plus map or the enhanced animal system. Now, I suppose if you're going to use it on, say, like Bally Springs, that sort of thing, yeah, they'd be all right, because you do have the baby animals on there. But if you're going to come on any other map, we'll put some in. I'll show you what I mean. So I've gone for the littlest ones, the Holstein, so the smallest ones we can get on the standard Elm Creek base game map. So I'll put them in like that. Yeah. Yeah, they're a little big. I mean, that's obviously the bigger one. So if we go for this one, we'll do the same. Yeah, that's not right. That's not right. I mean, I suppose if you're on Bally Springs, it'd probably be all right. You know, you've got your little calves, and whatever, that should be okay. But for any other map that doesn't have small animals on, yeah, they're that one's half out. That's all right, we'll carry on. Next up is Eiffel Farm. This is by F.A. Erskine Rayner. 27.83 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll along to find it. There it is, 50 grand a place down. And it says Eiffel Farm. It's a pair of sheds joined together. Let's face it. Right, so we come up to like that. We'll open up that. Oh, nice little padlock that snaps off there. That's very nice. And once you're inside, obviously, it's a bit dark in here, mind you. Let's go find a light switch. That light switch there. There you are. Turn the lights on. Oh, that's better. You can see what we're doing. So got a little bit of storage area on there. Come there. Got another door we can open. Oh, let's close this one first. Close that. I do like that padlock, that snapshot. That's all right. You just come up to it and then... Ace. I know, I've got the same on that one. So you go, obviously you can only open up one door at a time. Got then a little bit of storage area here. So you've got a light switch just there for you. I mean, to be fair, without the lights on, it is rather dark, I must admit. But the texturing on the outside, the rustiness on the metalwork, that's ace. Oh, I do like that. So we'll open up this door. There we are. So then once you're inside, you've got a bale and pallet storage area. So obviously you've got your taking out point just there. Then obviously outside you've got your loading in point. Job's a good one. And that being said, that building does look alright, mind you. Texturing looks ace. Right, next up is Sugar Mill. This is by Bernie-esque. 10.89 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and, well, under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find it. There it is, 80 grand to place down. Obviously, it's going to be making sugar for you. So you've got your inputs of your sugar beet cut, and your sugar cane, which will all go into there. And then we come around here, you've got your production chain menu, and then you've got your pallet spawn point. Now, Bernie-esque does do... I can't remember what the name of the map was, but, you know, this sort of style building. Yeah, obviously that'll match in nicely with it. So we'll come up there like that. Obviously, there's your production chain menu, sugar beet cut, or then sugar cane. Job's a good one. Make your sugar, no problem. Oh, I like it. Very nice. Right, next up is a mod that's actually an update, but the update is console release. So this is the Landstill BTS 300. This is by Reaver S Mods, 10.86 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under disc arrows. Now, it requires 100 horsepower from your tractor, 3 meter working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 10.5 grand to buy. We then got the option of V-ring, T-ring, on the back like that. Yeah, I'll go back to it. So we've got V-ring, T-ring, U-ring, disc ring, V-ring, or your mum rings. Dear, oh dear. So obviously you've got different options on the actual roller on the back. You then got design, disc 1, disc 2, 3, and back to 1. Reflection, there or no. Fair enough. And you got your main colour, blue or black. To be fair, that just changes the prongs. I reckon go with black, actually. That looks alright. But to be fair, that looks ace. I mean, obviously, 3 meter, it's going to be for your small farming shenanigans. But to be fair, the detail on it, that's awesome. Another update, which is actually console release, is the Landstill APB 300, again by Reaver S Mods, 7.67 megabyte on the download, and this is going to be found under subsoilers. Now, it requires 120 horsepower from your tractor, again 3 meter working whip, so it's going to be for your small farming shenanigans, 7 mile an hour working speed, 12.5 grand. You then got the option of C-Mix share 80mm, wing share 350mm, so that's the prongs on the bottom. All right, fair enough. Warning signs around the back, yes or no. And again, like the previous one from this modder, that looks ace. Right, next up is the Juskin Wago pack. This is by AW Modding ABP team featuring BSM, 4.46 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find 3 of these under bale loaders. So obviously it's a bale wagon. So the first up is the Wago 10M, 15 grand to buy. You've got the option of Trelleborg, Mitas, Nokian, or back to Trelleborg. A couple of different options on the go there. Design standard, with ladders, or standard. Now, if you're going to have round bales, I'd say go with those. It makes it a lot easier. Design standard, with warning triangles. Just spin it around the back like that. There you are. It's on the back bumper, or standard. Main colour is going to be your main colour. Design colour, I will go with purple, does the bed. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Now, if you didn't fancy that one, it's got a swivel axle on the front, to be fair, and I'm terrible with reversing them. We've got 2 others. So we've got the Wago 8M, a little bit smaller, 10 grand to buy. Again, same options as before, but obviously I would go with the ladders on it. Just makes it a lot easier. But if you didn't fancy a swivel axle, and to be fair, if I was going to go for one, I'd go with this. The Wago semi-mounted 8M. Oh no, swivel axle on that one, 9 grand. And then again, same options as before. I would just go with the ladders. That being said though, that's a nice set of bale loaders. Right, next up is the Lizard Z240. This is by Puzzcap, 6.51 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under windrowers. Now, this has got a little bit of a trick up its sleeve. And to be fair, it doesn't say the working width of it, which is interesting, but on the website it does say it's 3 meter and it requires 28 horsepower from your tractor with a max working speed of 15 kilometers an hour, which is 9 mile an hour in UK speak. 800 to buy. You then got the option, if you don't want a windrow, you can TED. It's a TED and a windrow. Just change the option. Fair enough indeed. Main colour, going to be any one of those, just the main frame. Then design colour is obviously going to do discs, the wheels, spikes, whatever you want to call it. That being said, 2 things in one. I mean, obviously you will have to take it to a workshop and get it switched over, but that's all right. Well, next up is the Lizard SO43X Poznaniak Cedar Pack. This is by Hatchtail and EE, 68.05 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under cedars. Now, you've got these 4 here. Now, the difference between all 4 of them is basically about 20 centimeters. So you got that one there is 2.5 meter working width, 25 horsepower requirement from your tractor. They're all 25 horsepower, apart from that one, which is 2.5 meter, and the others are 2.7. So apart from the end one, the Poznaniak 6, which has got a 1 mile an hour higher top speed, they're all the same. They're all the same. So we'll go into this one. They've all got the same options anyway. So it's got a 280 litre sea tank on it, 2.7 meter working width on this one, and it's going to cost you 3,400 to buy. You then got the option of herringbone tyres, agricultural, metal wheels, or herringbone scrapers, resilient, there you are, around the back, or nothing. Warning symbols. So we've got yes, reflectors, stripes, or nothing. Coulter feet, yes or no, puts those on the bottom there. Toolbox, yes or no. All right, where's toolbox? Just in front there. Right, fair enough. Sprouts of curly sample, yes or no. I mean, that puts that box there. Just looks like a cover, to be fair, but all right. Filling indicator, yes or no. All right, where's the filling indicator? We can see the thing Oh, it's on the front there. Oh, I like that. That's all right. Scarifiers, spring-loaded number 1, number 2, toothed 2, or nothing. Obviously, if you want to keep your ground compaction sorted, this is going to just pick up the ground after your tractor's been there. I like that. That's all right. Markers, yes or no. Put those on there if you're doing in-cab work. You then got your frame colour, which is obviously going to do your frame. Your colours of the covers, I will go for white. Just those bits and the bits at the back. You then got your quarter colour, we'll go for green. Just those bits. And then your funnel colour, well, there's plenty of colour options on there. Does your funnels. And then at the end, you got your rims, which is going to be your rims. That being said, old school look to it. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they are cheap. I mean, base price, 3,400 for that one. I mean, that is the big one. I mean, this one, I mean, obviously, it's only 20 centimetres shorter or narrower. It's going to cost you 1,500. That is well cheap. Well, next up is the Agrisem Disco Mulch Pack. This is by NikuDo55, 14.01 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Disc Arrows. I'm not quite sure what's a pack, because there's only one thing in it, but alright, fair enough. 120 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 3 metre working width, 11 mile an hour working speed, 16,320 to buy. You then got the option of Disco Mulch 300 mounted, Disco Mulch 400 mounted, 600 mounted, 400 trailed, 600 trailed, or back to the 300 mounted. So you could go all the way up to 6 metre. I say all the way up, I mean that's still sort of like medium, but that being said, that looks all right, I must admit. When you are going to require 200 horsepower from your tractor for the big one, obviously 170 for that one, and then back to 140, and then 120 for that one. So 120 to 200 horsepower, and you're good to go. That being said, that does look all right, though. Well, next up is the Rabe Cultivation Pack. This is by Vertex Design, 37.28 megabyte on the download. I'm going to find them in a few different places. So first up, we've got a subsoiler, the Combi Digger CD, 180 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 3 metre working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, 7,800 to buy. Then you've got the option to change it up to 4 metre, so that's going to require 310. That's a massive jump. 180 to 310. It's like a 130 horsepower jump for an extra 1 metre. All right, fair enough, or back to 3 metres. Still, that's nearly doubled the requirement, but okay, fair enough. So you don't need a subsoiler, you need a cultivator. Well, we've got two for you. So first up is the Corvus PKE 3011, 100 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 3 metre working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, 15 grand. You then got rear attachment attacher type, your rear attachment and lights, rear and front attachment, rear and front with lights, and then back to rear with hitch. Got hitch with lights, and then back to the rear attachment. So obviously it just hooks up to the 3-point on your tractor. To be fair, I mean, if you go for that, yeah, you could do 2 jobs in one. That's all right. You then got roller, tooth pack roller, tooth roller and damping, rubber roller and damping, tube roller and damping, then back to your toothpick. Additional equipment, track loosener. So obviously, again, like the previous ones like we've seen, it's going to pick up the dirt as you've driven over there. Aids with this soil compaction. And you got your mud guards or nothing. Are those mud guards? Like the name's cut out of the metal. That's ace. Oh, I like that. I'm not sure whether I'd go for the track loosener or the mud guards. That's awesome. And if you think that's a little bit too small, well, we've got this one, the 4011. Obviously, as the name would suggest, 4 metre working width, 150 horsepower requirement, and 18.5 grand to buy. You've got the same options as before. Obviously, go for whichever one you want. But that being said, those mud cards, they look awesome. So next up is the Lizard Forestry ADH18. This is by HR Force and Farmall, 7.21 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in forestry equipment. Now, obviously, this is going to be for chopping down your trees. A little bit different on this one, so we're going to give it a go. So 28,500 to buy. You then got the option of feed rollers, design 1, number 2, 3. That's going to be the rollers in the cutting head. You then got the harvester head colour. Is that bit. You then got your feeder colour, which is going to be obviously your feeder rollers. You then got your main colour, which is going to be that bit. Claw colour, it's obviously going to be the claws. And then you've got your decal colour, We'll go for blue, to your decals, and your hose protection colour, I'll go for pink. Why not? So that's your options. So obviously this is designed to go with an excavator of some degree. Now obviously you are going to need the fast coupler, and I'm going to be really bad at this, I can tell already. So obviously it gets hooked on like that, and it's not really in the right position. So we need to tilt it up like that. There we are. Right, so if we go tilt it forward a touch, we'll then turn it on. We then want to... No, we don't want to tilt the head. There we are. So we'll turn it on. I'm going to come up to the tree. Now, I'm terrible at logging. I'm not going to be... I can be one of the ones that actually get it right. But we'll give it a go anyway. We're here. Now, the jaws aren't open, actually. Let's... Can we get on... Align a tree harvester. That's aligned. Okay, what about opening the jaws? The bit on the top head's not open. Lower pickup. Oh, there you are. So we've got it open. Okay, so now we're going to place like that. No, we've gone the wrong way. Come on. Ease it on like that. And then we should get the option. And we're on the wrong bit. We're on the... Are we on the tree? We're on the tree. Okay, what if we tilt it forward a little? We'll then close... lift the pickup head. Close the jaws on like that. We'll then do cut. And we're away. Look, we've holding it up like that. It's like, was it the buncher that does that? Oh, that's ace. Like, what happens now if we do... As a bit of a wobbler, mind you. I'd imagine you probably shouldn't have done it with it still in the upright position. Because I've now... Oh, I've now moved over. I've now rolled over my excavator. But that's ace. When obviously what you would really do in that sense, you would then tilt the harvester header to LB and right on the D-pad, and then it would move out the way. It would tilt down, and then you could chop it up. Yeah, I've done this completely wrong, but that's ace. I like that. You just grabbed onto the top bit. Oh, very nice. Right, next up is the Brohan 20F trailer. This is by 4D Modding and iAgri Modding. 27.57 megabyte on the download, and it's down as an update, but the update is console release. So that's why we're taking a look at it now. It's a 22,700 litre capacity, 22,975 grand to buy. And then got the configurations, so 5-foot grain trailer, 5-foot curved grain trailer. Right, puts the capacity slightly up a little bit. We then got the 5'6" grain trailer, which puts up a little bit again. 5'6" silage trailer, 6-foot grain trailer, 6-foot silage trailer, 6'6" silage and grain trailer, 6-foot sloped silage trailer. Man, there's so many options. So it goes from 22,700 all the way up to 36,200. You then got the option on the tyres. So wheel brands, BKT, Continental, Vredestein, Michelin, Trelleborg, and then back to BKT. A couple of different options on the go in there. Then got solid extension design. So solid extensions, meshed, solid and catchboard, mesh and catchboard, or back to solid. Catwalk, yes or no. Ladder options on the front. Brake options, add ABS brakes or standard. Now I'll imagine it's just for aesthetics really though, isn't it? On the game, fair enough. Light package, so we've got standard. It's got light package 1. I'll spin it around the back like that. There we are. So standard, light package 1, 2, silage light package 2, light package 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, where are we going to stop? 14 different light packages on that. Really? All right, fair enough. Mud flap options. We've got chassis mud flap, rear body mud flap, front body mud flap, all the body mud flaps, all the mud flaps, or standard. Then got drawbar options. So we've got standard, swivel hitch. Why would you want a swivel hitch? No. All right, fair enough. We'll go with standard. Toolbox options. So add a toolbox or not. We then got body color. Does the body. Then got extension color. Does the extension on top. Then got options color, which is obviously going to do like your ladder on the front, and if you've gone for the catwalk as well. And then you got your rim color, which is going to be your rims at the end. Man, that's a great trailer. I must admit, there's a million different options on it, but it still looks good. Right, next up is the Teagle Tomahawk C120. This is by JHG Modding, 14.87 megabyte on the download, and it says it's an update, but again, it's an update for console. So it's got a 5,000 litre capacity, and it's actually a bale shredder. Oh, you chuck it in the drum like that, it shreds the bales, and then it puts up that conveyor belt. That's awesome. Requires 180 horsepower from your tractor, 75 grand. But for somebody that likes to blow straw into your animal pens, that is awesome. All right, next up is another update, which is actually the console release. So this is going to be the Euromark RD16 HD by Agri Design Modding, 14.68 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Animals. Now, obviously, this is going to be a TMR mixer for you. So 16,000 litre capacity, requires 100 horsepower from your tractor, 41,600 to buy. You then got the option of Continental, Vredestein, BKT, Trelleborg, or back to Continental, and then you've got your wheel setups, you've got some standard and standard 2s in there, but obviously this is going to be mixing up your stuff for your cows. Why not? Right, next up is the John Deere Gator TH6x4. This is by Schleicher's Modding, 17.73 megabyte on the download, and just come down your mods and DLCs, because it's not just the vehicle in the pack, there's a few other things as well. So it's got a 23 horsepower engine, 32 mile an hour top speed, and it's got a winch. Now, obviously, you are going to need the Platinum DLC for it to work, but still, it's got a winch on it. Why not? 7,999 to buy. You then got the option of fenders. So you've got standard, centre fender, no, and then back to standard. You then got cabin carpet, which is actually a rubber mat, let's face it. Yes or no. Bumper on the front, standard, extension, or nothing. Cabin options, so you've got windshield, rear cabin support, cab support with awning, awning in glass, glass and adhesive awning, and then back to standard. Winch on the front, yes or no. Extra lights, yes or no on the side fenders, well, the front fenders. You then got attachers, which spin it around the back because you have a 3-point or a trailer hitch. 3-point on a little Gator, why not? Main colour, oh, here we go. It's going to be your main colour like that. You then got your fenders, which is going to be your fenders. You then got your seat colour, which is obviously going to be your seat. You then got your rim colour, which is going to be your rims. And now, obviously that bit at the back is a bit open where the engine is. But to be fair, those tyres look proper junky. They look ace. So we need something to go on the back. But first off, we've got something to go on the front. A snowblade. 1.8 metre working width, 3 mile an hour working speed. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't really want to go that fast in the snow anyway, so 3 mile an hour is probably about right. 1,650 to buy. The option of colours is going to be your main colour, it's going to be that one, and then design colour is going to be the main blade itself. Now, to go on the back, we've got a few different things. So first up, the Grain Gator TH6x4, 460 litre capacity, 1,100 to buy. You can then change the capacity with an extension up to 1,100. And then back to 460. You then got your main colour, obviously match it up with your vehicle. Design colour is going to be your wheel arches, and then design colour again is going to be the top bit if you've got the extension on. You don't fancy that, you want fancy something like this, a little bit of a flatbed on the back, 1,100 to buy again, same options, colours change it up, and then obviously you got your fenders, wheel arches, whatever you want to call it, is that one there. Don't fancy that. You want fancy something a little more robust. Yeah, a bit of checker plating. Oh, that's all right. 1,100 again to buy. You then got the colour option, which does that. Oh, chrome red on there. That's ace. I like that. And design colour is going to be the side bits there. And if you don't fancy that and you fancy maybe having a bit of a service Gator, yeah, 500 litre capacity. This is going to be for keeping fuel in. 1,650 to buy. Then you've got the option of configurations to standard. A dummy capacity puts up to 10,000 litres, or your standard. Decorations, these are ace in the back. So we've got that one, number 2, number 3, number 4, back to nothing. Then you've got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. Then design colour is going to be the doors. And then design colour again is going to be your wheel arches. If you don't fancy that and you fancy a tank, do your milk, water, liquid fertiliser and herbicide. We've got this one. 700 litre capacity, 1,350 to buy. Again, you can change the capacity up to 15,000 litres. Main colour is obviously going to be the main colour. Design colour is going to be your tank. And then the design colour again is going to be the pipework. All right, fair enough. You don't fancy that, and you fancy a bit of a spreader. So this is going to do your solid fertiliser and your lime. Yeah, why not get your gator working in the backyard? Fair enough. 500 litre capacity, 1,350 to buy. Main colour is obviously going to do the bed bit. And then design colour is going to do the back. And if you don't fancy that, and you fancy a salt spreader, because obviously you've got the snowplow on the front, we got this. 500 litre capacity, 1,550. Again, colour options to change up the two things. And then to finish it off, we've got the Blade TH6x4. Now, I'm not quite sure the difference between this and the snowplow, but I'd imagine this is going to be used if you're doing a bit of silage in a bunker. 1,650 to buy. Again, colour options. Now, this is ace. Obviously, the snowplow mounts on the front, like that. Obviously, attaches. Great. RB and LB even, and right stick up and down. Obviously, moves the plough up and down. Then the back, even with the 3-point on, attaches like that. Got a stack of cones in the back. Right, let's go cone off some lanes. We'll start some traffic jams. Oh, that's ace. Right, next up is the Lizard AGR 1500. This is by Agrotono, 16.56 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cars. Now, it's got a 300 horsepower engine, 86 mile an hour top speed, 22 grand, so nice and cheap. You then got the option of stripe standard, first stripe, second stripe, 2 stripes, 3 stripes, well, stripe 3, and then back to standard. I mean, to be fair, those two like that, that would mean like it's like a John Deere service truck. Yeah, I'll go with that. So engine setup, so 300 horsepower, 450 or 300. Wheel brands, Michelin, Continental, Nokian, Michelin again. You then got wheel setup, so we've got different styles of wheels. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, 1, 2. Oh, we're now getting into the bling side. Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, there's various different options for you to go for. I'm not quite sure you'd want to get your chrome wheels dirty in the dirt, but all right, fair enough. Bumper and mud guards, you've got plastic bumper, coloured bumper, plastic bumper and colour trim, coloured bumper and trim, and then plastic bumper and plastic extensions, coloured bumper and plastic extensions, plastic bumper and colour extensions. How many different options is there? Back to plastic bumper. Wow. Mirrors, black, metallic, coloured or standard. Cabin headlight. It's got LED, grill and headlight, LED and grill, orange beacon, police beacon. Oh, we've got to have a look at that. And then you've got LED orange beacon, LED and police beacon, and then back to standard. Oh, we'll leave that on. We'll leave that on. So front grill, so you've got plastic, chrome, 2 plastic, 2 chrome, and then back to the plastic. Lower part of bumper, plastic or metallic, so it's just going to do that bit there. Coloured or plastic. And you've got rear bumper, so we'll spin it around back like that. It's got black, obviously going to be the same options, coloured, and then back to black. Then you've got front headlight and antenna. So you've got chrome, black mask. Oh, that looks all right, actually. Yeah, chrome headlight and antenna. Left antenna, right antenna. Now I'm going black. Yeah, the black headlight surrounds. That looks ace. I mean, I'm not going for the antennas because I don't like them, but all right. Without running boards and trims. Black running board, metallic running board, black running board and plastic trim. Oh, I see where we're going with this. There'll be a multitude of options. Obviously, you pick whichever one you want. I'm going with black running board. Why not? Locks, plastic, metallic. Well, it's door handles rather than locks, but all right, fair enough. Attaches, so we've got standard. Round the back like that. There we are. Standard hitch, 5th wheel hitch, gooseneck, standard and 5th wheel, standard and hitch, and gooseneck, and then back to standard. Then got soft top and roll bar. So you've got soft top, black roll bar, metallic roll bar, or nothing. Oh, metallic roll bar. Yes, that's for the win. That is for the win. Then you've got axle width, 1.6 meter, 1.66, 1.72, 1.78, 8.4. And let's just have a look at the front. So we go, so that's the standard one. And that's as far as it goes. As it adds stability in the corners, mind you. But okay. Service and brand stickers. So we've got firefighters, firefighter 2, white police sticker, black police sticker and white doors, PRF, What's a POF mean? But all right, fair enough. Agramaz, Amazon, Anderson Group, Bergman, Capello. I see where this is going. So you could become like a service dealer. This would go in with all your role play scenarios. So if you're on a map that has like a dealership that you can go into, yeah, you could become like a mechanic. You could have a little, the workshop toolbox in the back of this. Yeah, now you go to fix people's stuff up. Oh, that's that's like all the brands in the game. You could be a dealer for all of them. That is amazing. I mean, we keep going. We're now down on the V's. Oh, there we are. I think for the win, it's got to be that. Yeah, fair enough. Window film standard, tint 1, tint 2, 3, or standard. You then got your main colour. Right, if we're going with the police, we got to go with black. Yeah, look at that. Black with white doors. Seats is obviously going to do the seats, so we'll go for some red ones. Does the trim bits. Then you got your stripe, which is going to be... Oh, do you know what? I'm going to go... That one blue. Stripe number 2, we're going to go red. Blue and red. Yeah, like an actual police... sirens, lights on the top. We'll go with that. What are we going for? Rim colour. They're already on chrome. Oh, I'll leave them on chrome. Oh, fair enough. I can stay to that. Oh, this is ace. Oh, this is ace. I mean, there's got different things going on, but if you do RB and right stick, left and right, let's stay to that. Oh, it's up. It's ready to go. And if you do RB and right stick up and down, it does the whole lot. Look at the state of that. Look at the state. Oh, that's ace. I mean, the lights itself. That's brilliant. I mean, the light bar, that's well bright. That's going to light up your day, no problem. But we'll put the flashes on anyway. So if you are sensitive to a light, I'd say probably look away now because, yeah, they do go. I mean, it's even got the red and blue in the headlights. That's ace. Oh, for a police pickup truck. Oh, look at... Oh, it's quick. It's quick off the mark, I tell you. Not quite sure about the stance look, mind you, but alright, fair enough. Right, next up is the Lizard C7500. This is by Slow Chairs Modding, 27.47 megabyte on the download, and just come down your mods and DLCs, because this is a bit of a pack on the go. So first up, we've got the truck itself. 300 horsepower engine, 74 mile an hour top speed, 25.5 grand all barred, bit of change, and we've got £500 optional extra starting off, which is the rim colour. So what's the cheapest rims? Those ones. I'll see where they've gone with the optional extra. Right, fair enough. So first up, we've got the wheel setup. So we've got short model wheel 2. Right, fair enough. It's got different options on the wheel. Well, that being said, they look all right. Go pick whichever one you like. Hitch style. So we've got standard, rear low hitch, tow hitch, or standard. I mean, tow hitch is a... That's a fifth wheel, really, though, isn't it? All right. You got mud protector, standard, short model, or nothing. Exhaust, left chrome, right chrome, all chrome, or nothing. Toolbox, yes or no. Antenna in the cabin, yes or no. I put some on the door mirrors, actually. Glass, so you got +1. Oh, it's getting a bit dark. All right, fair enough. Rear fenders, yes or no. You then come down to your main colour. Oh, let's chrome it up. Why not? Design colour, we'll go with black. Does the grille. Fair enough. Rim colour is obviously going to do your rims. There we are. And that's your truck itself. So obviously once you've got your truck, you're going to need something to go on the back of it. So first up, we've got the truck body. So standard sort of giant pickup truck this would be. 4.5 grand to buy. You then got the attachers on the back of this. So you've got a fifth wheel model, gooseneck, or nothing. And obviously your main colour match up with your vehicle. You don't fancy a back, you fancy this, more of a flatbed. So we've got 3,450 to buy. Again with a £500 optional extra. Why have an optional extra? It's come in the standard. There we are. So you've got the option of beacon, yes or no. Attachers again. So we've got the fifth wheel, gooseneck, or nothing. And obviously you change your main colour, match up with your main vehicle. Don't fancy that one and you fancy this one, so a longer version. So no beacon, yes or no. Then you got your main colour again with the optional extras coming in. There you are. Change it to chrome. 3,450 to buy. You don't fancy that, and you fancy a bit of a service truck. 5,000 litre capacity on that one. 12 grand to buy. Got the option of configuration standard, dummy capacity, which puts it up to 50,000 litres. You then got the beacon, rears, beacons on supports, all the lights, or nothing. Decorative objects. 1, 2, 3, and then back to nothing. Rack. Yes. Rack and ladder. Or nothing. Oh, rack and ladder. There's some stuff in the back. Oh, that's a proper work truck, that is. Then obviously you've got your main colour, match up with your main vehicle. Design colour. It's going to do those bits. The checkerboard. If you don't fancy that bit, we've got a tank for you. So 3,000 litre capacity, 4,850 to buy. Beacon, yes or no, puts it on the top. And then obviously your main colour, match up with your vehicle. You don't fancy that, you fancy a grain tank on the back. So 14,500 litre capacity, 12.5 grand to buy. Mud protectors, 1, 2, or nothing. Your main colour is obviously going to be your main colour. If you don't fancy that, and you fancy a bit of a tipper, it's going to be the last one in the pack. 7,500 litre capacity, 9,800 to buy. The only option is to change your main colour. But again, match it up with your main vehicle. That's all right. I must admit, I mean, we've got a service bed with the Gator today. And now we've got a service bed on a big truck. Oh, that's ace. And next up is the Series 7 track. This is by owner Emery. 17.25 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under medium tractors. So it starts off with 224 horsepower engine, 37 mile an hour top speed, 185 grand to buy. Then you've got the engine set up so you can change it up to 245, 263. And then back to a Warrior edition. Oh, I love the Warrior on the Deutz file. It just looks ace. And then we've got the 720. So that's back to 224 horsepower. No, leave it on the Warrior. I mean, I know you got the colour options, but the Warrior just looks brilliant. You then got Trelleborg, Michelin, Lizard. Obviously, the name Series 7 track is going to have some tracks. So why not? That looks ace. Warning signs. So we've got no or yes, puts those on the back there like that. Front loader attacher, yes or no on the front. Main colour, if you haven't gone for the Warrior, I'm not sure how that doesn't work. A Deutz Fahr in red. No, that Deutz Fahr is that green or the Warrior edition. Oh, let's go for the Warrior with the tracks. Oh, that is ace. Look at the state of it. Brilliant. Next up is the Class Action 930-960 TerraTrack. This is by Team LTW, 13.55 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find both of these under large tractors. So first up, we've got this one, 355 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 355 grand. So we can change that up to 445 or back to 355. So 930 is 355, and then the 960 is the 445 horsepower. Then you've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back to Trelleborg. A couple of different options. I mean, white tyres on the front with tracks. Oh, why not? Exhaust, silver, black, or silver. Beacon lights, it's got 1, 2, 3, then back to 1. And the only colour option is on the rims, which is going to change it all black. Now, you know when you get used to something, Class with red, you've got the green of the Class, and then the red wheels. That, it just looks right. If you don't fancy that one, and you fancy an anniversary edition, only comes in one variant, the 960, so 445 horsepower engine, 393 grand, no colour options. The difference is going to be your tyres on the front. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The orange on the back just puts me off a little bit, but all right, fair enough. It is what it is. And the last mod for the day is the Steyr Series 80. This is by Agrar Design Austria. 44.9 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these 4 under small tractors. Now, they've all got the same options. Now, basically, the only difference is going to be the engine output. So we've got the 80, 70, 80, 90 SK1, 58 horsepower to 80 horsepower. Then you've got the SK2, 64 to 80. The SK1 in the 8100, 8130 is going to be 85 to 110 horsepower. And the newish, biggest one, well, it's most expensive anyway, the 8110, 8130 SK2, 90 to 115 horsepower. Obviously, that's the only difference between the fort itself. So we come down, we've got the tyres, you've got BKT, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Nokian, and then back to Trelleborg. You could do it Vredestein, then back to BKT. Then got your standard, you've got some narrows, some standards again. I mean, those narrows don't look that narrow, mind you, but okay, fair enough. Roof, so we've got hatch and front light and rear light. Just the hatch, or without the hatch totally. Front light, front and rear light. Lugstein. All right, fair enough. And then hatch and front light. So fender's front, narrow, broad, extra broad, or nothing. And then back to narrow. Fender's rear, so you've got narrow, narrow and lip, broad, broad and lip, and back to narrow. Accessories are without, on the frame, forest frame, or without. You then got beacon lights, so without, left, right, both, bar, or without. Then you got exhaust, you got flap or curved, stainless steel or flap. Now go with the flapper. I love those exhausts, just flapping away as you're driving along that days. Equipment, so without, so we've got a box. Actually inside the cab, all right, like a little lunchbox sort of thing. All right, fair enough. EHR or without. You then got attachers, so you've got coupling, spring hook, catch hook, Lesnick SHL S25. Let's go 3-point then, all right, fair enough. 165 kilo front weight, 231, or back to the coupling. You then got front loader attacher, Hauer, Stoll, Steyr, or nothing. You then got design colour, it's going to be any one of those. I'll go for black. It hasn't changed anything. All right, we'll go over red. See, it still hasn't changed anything. We were changing the colour and it's not doing anything. All right, fair enough. We'll carry on. That's it. I mean, to be fair, old school boxy style. So if you're going for like a, starting off, you got to buy something cheap. So you go for the older style of tractors, or even if you're going for like an old school retro playthrough. Yeah, these are all right. Also got a new map. So we've got the Isolated Valley by Lee Duo Pro Mapping, 63.74 megabyte on the download. And for console, we've got an extra map as well. So we've got Dry Lagoon Andalusia by Chuck69. Now, there's an update, and the update is console release. Speaking of updates, we've got the Little Campaign by Franchu. Now, that does need a new save. We've got Estanza Pindorama MT by Mod Hub Brazil, which also needs a new save. We've got Ospec by Dustin, and that doesn't mention a new save on that one. We've got Feldberg by AE Mapping. Now, that does need a new save. We've got the Russell Mash Across 595 by Puzzcap. The Lieber Loader 538 by The Lort. The Lizard 6205 pack by Grimlock RRC. The Massey Ferguson LB 2200 Gen 2 Baler pack by KRKZ Modding. The Bailey Bale and Pallet Trailer by Ross and Mods. The Scorpio Bale Wrapper by Bartson 3. The Excavator Tool pack by FS Miner Alson82 and Nonus. The JD HD 50F with integrated cutter bar wagon by Mod Mitcher. The Rolmeco U436 HHP4 4.5 pack by JMZ. The Unia Cross L Drive by JMZ and Scout E39. The Unia Graziad PZ pack by Slidecliff and Hadgestell. The Lizard U250 and U300 by Puzzcap. The Horsch Toronto 3FX by Jonas. The Dolly 10L by Honor Emery. The Selectable Bale Capacity Pack by GH66 Mods. The All-in-One Underground Facility by Superfly 1842. The American Midwest Maintenance Shop by ICAS. The Metal Garage by ICAS. The Cow Pasture by Missy B. The Vegetable Warehouse Pack by Vanquish 81. The Old Wooden Barn by ICAS. The Old Grey Mill by Bernie Esks. The GDR Village Pack by Hellraiser. The Fermenting Silo by Omatana. The Universal Crusher by Emperor Loop, and the Bunker Silo Object Storage Shed by Sebi Modding.